I'm back. Thank you again for tuning in. Got a different episode for you guys today. I'm gonna take you with me on a journey working with Alen to show you how I do what I do. And this is the day before I get ready to go out and shoot. We starting at the essentials, the stuff that I have to have with me on a day of work when me and Alen are about to get ready to go create and do work. So thing number one is extra portable batteries. Have to have these with me because phones die, these cameras get low, they need charging while we're commuting from job to job or taking a break. Plugging these things up, the phones for BTS or creating content on the spot, quick and fast. Making sure the camera is plugged up too, so we can have that ready to go in between jobs, or just because these things die because they're on for a long period of time when you're working and you keep moving them and shifting stuff around, so the batteries get low. Also, having extra batteries for your camera. I have one extra battery for my camera, but Alen, I think he has maybe 6. He might have like 6 extra batteries because he's a professional photographer, videographer. And I have to have my tripods with me because I want to get my BTS. Sometimes I like to put it on a tripod to see certain shots that Alen get. I'm in front of the camera. I can't watch everything he's doing because I have to be in character and modeling and moving around. So sitting it on a tripod, I can then review and be like, oh, he was like this. He turned this way. He kneeled this way, or he held it right here on the top of his head. He put it to his chest. He turned, he did this or whatever. So it's very essential for me. Should be for you too, to keep up with how the photographers doing their thing. Also to reference and have as much footage as you possibly can for BTS and for content. You never know what kind of story you want to tell later on about your journey. I like myself, I like to keep up with all of this stuff because I only know that I'm gonna consistently keep growing. Right, so that brings us to next on the list, the packing, how I pack everything up. So how I pack everything up is based on priority and difficulty. Most of the time, if it's if I have a fitness style campaign or job that I have to do, I will get those out of the way first. So I will actually wear one of the looks and pack the other difficult ones into the suitcase. Reason being because the fitness stuff is going to require more energy than the other stuff. The other stuff is just put the stuff on, pose, couple reels, and we're done. The fitness stuff, I actually have to be an athlete. I actually have to run, jump, I have to give 100%. Depending on what the job is. If it's just photos, fitness photos, then still you gotta get a pump. Have to get the body, active and moving, stretched out. I have to do all of that. So I will wear those. If it's dealing with something like that. Now, if it's like an outfit that has like this pants, shirt, another shirt, jacket, hat, boots, that type of thing, I'll save probably like, that'll be second. I'll put that second because I want to get that out of the way because there's just so many pieces. All right, next on the list, let's talk about the location, how I pick locations. Locations, you can pick by many ways. The mood of the photos you're going for, the type of clothes you're wearing, what you want the viewer to actually see. Me, with my content, I like to give the viewer an experience. That's just me. I like to give an experience. So I'll go to like very like cool, different, faraway locations. Me and Alen, we drove all the way to Big Bear before. Big Bear, California, where they have all the snow and stuff. Lately, we've been having snow right here where we at. But way to Big Bear, just because it was like some shoot I had to do, bomber jacket, hoodie, boots, 2 hours away just for, a shoot. And so it just depends on how you view your work. That we was doing this before any pay was there. We would do a lot of these things on our own dime because just the quality and how we choose to do our work. It's all on the person. But You can go to other Instagram pages and look at people who you follow in your area, or not even in your area. You can look and see if someone has on like all black and they're standing in front of a gray church building. Every city and state in the world has a gray or pastel colored church building that they can stand in front of and get a similar look. It don't matter if you're in London, LA, Chicago, Mississippi, New York. You can find a downtown everywhere you live. You either have one where you are, or you can drive 20-30 minutes to a similar downtown look. Like, I can do photos in downtown LA and tag that I'm in New York, because I can find certain corners and pockets where the buildings, how they sit and look, to make it seem like I'm in New York.
Yo, what's up guys, it's Alen, you already know what's going on. Chris asked me to create or film just kind of my like getting ready for our shoots, or shoots in general. This kind of goes for shoots in general too. So obviously the first things first that you got to do is talk to the person you're shooting, filming, right, creating stuff with. Get a location down, get all the wardrobe and stuff down, list out the brands that you have to work with, whether you have them on retainer or it's like a constant monthly thing. Obviously, you know, talk about those certain things, talk about the outfits that you want to utilize, what locations might go well with those outfits, etc. I'm sure Chris has spoke it all on this already. Usually what I do like a night before or 2 days before, I'll dump all my footage that I've had previously, put it on my laptop, put it on my computer, put it on another external hard drive. That way my SD cards are clean. I'm not worried about filling up too much space or having to format an SD card. Today I'm just gonna be rocking a super run and gun light setup. That's usually for me and Chris's stuff. Since we move around so much, we go to so many different locations, we just don't need a lot, you know. This is my setup. 874, got a Rode mic, but it's actually on this camera, so you can't see the Rode mic. Just got some other little accessories, a lavalier mic, a little Aperture MC light, just in case, for that or pop if I ever need it. Headphones, a lot of batteries, I think like 4 or 5 batteries, some little filters, NDs. But yeah, once I've formatted all my SD cards, all my batteries are charged. I have a little battery charger that I'll put them into, you know, charge them up. That's pretty much, you know, it. I format all the SD cards. Again, you know, we have so many different kinds, and you know, we just gotta make sure everything is cleared for the actual shoot day. Very important to speak to the person that you're filming or shooting, you know, prior. Usually me and Chris, we've kind of developed, and I've kind of pushed them more towards this way of creating, where I'm like, yo, like, reach out to me a week in advance, just because we're both busy people. Don't want to be on like, yo, pull up tomorrow, let's shoot. I have like 20 outfits, blah, 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 just because A, you're gonna get lost as a photographer of what everything is going on, and then you're gonna be scrambling for like ideas and all that kind of stuff. You know, a week really just gives you time to develop, like, you know, concepts and ideas and things that's like, okay, we've done this before, we haven't really done this before, or, you know, it just helps a lot more, and it helps the influencer as well. Helps a lot on Chris to not like have to stress about it on an instant. You know, there's like a bit of time to think about, okay, well, I've done this before, and I have these other outfits that I wanted to really do, and I think these locations or areas would do really well, or like these style of videos or reels would do really well. This is what I want to do or create or start creating. So really just being able to deep dive into it like a week or 2 weeks even earlier will be a lot better. But yeah, that's just from my side. I know Chris will be talking a lot more and having a lot more stuff out there, but we're about to go ahead to the shoot right now, so let's get it.
As I said, we're gonna get both of us in this thing. We finally captured Alen. Well, Alen captured me. We just finished doing job number 1. You'll see it. Go to my Instagram, like, comment, subscribe, all that, you know. But we're gonna get to those questions in a minute when we head to the next location. We had to knock this one out. It was the most complex one. We had to do a lot of moving around. Like I told you earlier, the fitness ones, like to get them out of the way early on, like the first thing, because they require the most energy. The other stuff is just put the clothes on, move around, model, pose, and it's done.
Now I think we're going to Pasadena.
Pasadena.
Yeah. It's a nice area. Just a lot of different spots there to capture a bunch of stuff. So
the reason why we I said let's go to Pasadena, because most of the time when we have multiple jobs, we try, so we not, because if you don't know, if you haven't heard about the traffic in LA, we don't want to be bouncing around like all over the city, because you can only do so many stops before it's like it's time for the sun to go down. Oh, we made it to Pasadena. Like I explained earlier in the video, if you're gonna be out shooting all day, make sure you prepare yourself, whether it's food, water, rice cakes, protein shake, whatever. You can't be just working all day. This stuff is work. You have to look at it as work. So right now, just finished one shoot. I'm about to eat my meal that I prepped. Alen over there, he's eating nothing, which I told him like he has to eat food. So he's probably gonna get some coffee in a minute. He drinks like 66 cups of coffee during the day. But like,
Rubio's right now.
Oh, yeah, they got some good stuff in there. But I'm gonna eat my meal that I prepared. I have to find some cashews or almonds because I forgot that as well. But I'm about to dig in and get to it before we start the next part of the workday. All right, so we just finished with the second job, which was undisclosed company. Just look at just taking the bio, look down, go to my page, ask me, send me a DM. So Alen, one of the questions that I received on Instagram was, how do you stay consistent with creating content?
Man, staying consistent with creating content, I think it's different for everybody. For me especially, since like I'm shooting a lot of content for a lot of other people, it's hard for me to also shoot stuff for myself. I mean, it's a hard battle we all kind of face, even if, I'm sure
you
for
have
Chris.
to find your middle ground.
Right.
Whatever makes sense for you.
And even for Chris, I'm sure it's like you're shooting so much content and you're like, okay, cool, I just did a bunch of stuff for a lot of brands, just got paid, whatever. But now it's like, I want to create something just for myself. Or something that I like to do, or I enjoy, or I just want to make. And obviously you can get in those like ruts of like, man, I just shot so much. Like I don't, you know what I mean?
I don't feel like doing it.
Yeah, I don't really feel like creating this stuff or whatever, but it's like you just develop I feel like you develop kind of like a routine of it. You know what I mean? It's like anything, and you kind of got to be disciplined to it and create
it. It's at the point now where it's odd for me not to have content or not to have, I have a library for myself. Like, if I want to promote some leg day stuff, I have a folder full of leg day stuff, chest bag, whatever, depending on whatever your niche is. If you do makeup, if you are a barber, or if you're a cook or a chef, you got these phones. You're always texting and playing on and looking on Amazon for stuff you don't even buy. So just create some content for yourself, sitting it down, chop it up, find somebody to edit it if you don't claim you don't have time to edit it. CapCut even edits it for you now. They have the templates where you just shoot the stuff and throw it in there. It's really no excuses. So you really just have to narrow it down to like, I want to be at this point by this time. I need to produce this amount of content, and I need to make sure to get it out there. That's just it. We don't miss, bro. If you could see what I just saw, like, I want to just keep going, because it's like, I'm sitting here while I'm in the middle of shooting, I'm thinking in my head like, bro, we get paid to do this. Like,
crazy stuff.
You're on number 4 now. You're on number 4. They got the mountains right there. But what me and Alen just finished up the conversation we was talking about was the other question, well, not question, the other part of what I wanted to add to this video was how to gain attention of a high level influencer, also a high level photographer such as yourself. Brands will hit me up that they don't got all their stuff together, and I'll send them over to my people. We check it out, it is not necessarily like they ain't got no money. They don't know how to communicate that this is what they have, this is what they want, and they kind of don't have a, how you gonna say it, like if you want good talent, you gotta pay for it. Nobody that knows how to do the job good is gonna do it for free. That's just it. And that goes for me, and that goes for Alen. He's not gonna come take your photos just for free t-shirts and coupon to go see the Lakers play or some stuff like that. It's just not gonna happen. Bam, now, end of day, we got it done. 4 shoots, 1 day, couple hours, maybe 4 hours. So this shows you that it could be done. If you're planning your stuff out, you're planning your day out, you're planning your outfits out, you're planning your locations out, you pick the time you're gonna get up, you get up in the morning, you do the work, and then you keep going. You just do it over and over and over again, and then there you go. You just got it. Simple, easy. You just gotta do the work. You gotta have a plan, and you gotta work your plan, and you can't be slacking and bullshitting and all those things. You just can't do those. I had another question from a follower, Alen. They said, what was the best editing software for your phone?
Right now I would say like CapCut is probably the best one, just because they throw like a little like tagline thing at the end. It's like a logo where you could easily just tap it, delete it, and continue editing your stuff. So yeah, it's probably one of the best ones. There's like InShot, Video Leap, I don't know, there's like a million other ones. But I think CapCut is one of the best, if not the best, just because it's free, pretty easy to use, not too crazy and complex, and it does have some cool features and stuff in there. So probably that one for the phone is a lot easier, and they got a desktop, so you can like edit on the phone, then edit on the computer. I think you can bring it back, synchronize it, that kind of stuff. So there you go, that one for sure.
Yeah, I use CapCut for all my little basic reels and stuff. Simple. You add captions to the videos, easy, automated. It'll automatic caption thing. You press the button, it'll generate the captions for you. But that's it, man. Full day of work. After you watch this video, be on the lookout for the photos, reels, videos, everything that we did, so you can see how good of quality of work that we got done in this short amount of time due to preparation and our skill set. They both have to match. You can't like try to get this done and you don't have the skill set to match it. You have to have both. Or if you're a brand trying to find people, you have to find people that have the skill set that he has, the skill set that I have, and then you can send them a big box of stuff and they can get it done. We've shot, man, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We shot like 8 things in one day in a couple hours. It's all in how you prioritize it out, how you pack it up in your suitcase, like I said earlier, from like hardest thing to like the least hardest thing. If you're doing athletic stuff, if you're doing brand, we did everything we did today was like what I do. We did some product stuff, we did some fitness stuff, we did lifestyle, all of it. So if you follow Alen, follow me, check our Instagrams out, you'll see the finished product. You'll see it was not crap, but the pace of how we got the stuff done, the synergy. He knows what I want. I know what look to give him to produce the looks that I want. That's another thing that you have to be aware of. What are you trying to give to your audience or yourself, your photos, your work? What are you trying to do? You have to practice. I have mirrors in my house. I practice in the mirror. Every time I see a mirror, I'm practicing the pose. I'm at the gym. I'm turning a certain way to see, oh, okay, turn this way, turn your head that way, do that. Practice. That's how people take good photos and videos. They know their angles. Know your angles. I think somebody asked, what were your, how you figure out your angles. You gotta practice.
Yeah, practice. You gotta try new things.
Yeah.
You gotta, if you normally always fall in this position, take a photo, and you're looking down or looking up, fall into the other position, do it, take a photo, see how it looks like. Does it match? Does it flow? Do you feel like yourself in that position or whatever it is? So I mean, it really is just trying and trying and doing it repetitively enough to just you get in the motion of things, right? So it's literally like anything, you know what I mean? It's just like when you work out, like whatever it is, right? Like you do so much repetitiveness all the time, but obviously you see growth because you're getting stuck into like the details and stuff. So You just gotta be really detailed into your posing and into your routines, and you know, and just trying new stuff and seeing other people do other things, trying to do it yourself and see what it looks like and what the results are, you know, through the camera, through the lens, through post-production, etc.
That's pretty much it, man. So we made it to the end. Thank you for watching all the way through. Go follow Alen, go follow me, go follow Alen, go follow me. Don't just watch the video and then leave.
Like, comment, subscribe,
do
something.
Do something. Press a button. Don't just watch
Chris says
the
dislike. I said don't dislike, but at least, you know.
press a button, up,
You do
down.
something.
You gotta do something, bro.
Leave
Don't
some
just come and, you know, steal. Don't come steal.
Yeah, don't
And
just
then
watch and then not.
Yeah, and then if you find this video, if you don't know who I am, or if you do know who I am, go send me a DM on Instagram. Let me know how the video was. Let me know, just hey, more or less of this, or something you may want to see in the future. That was
some
it.
other questions that we maybe didn't cover in this
something
video.
that we
can cover
probably
in
didn't
other-
cover that you wanted to see. But that's pretty much it, man. Full day of work and we gone.